Warning, warning, educational purposes only. Warning, 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 listen up. Warning, none of the tricks or stunts performed on this tape should be performed at home or outside without professional guidance. Warning, warning.
Yeah, promotional use only. Yeah, come on. For y'all in his house, DJ Bam, DJ BJ Bam, DJ BJ Bam. Yeah.
The Bam got his nickname from the ki he yells when he makes contact.
What can we do for the kids? Because as we're saying, we get caught up. The blacks and Latinos get caught up. We get caught up in that, I guess, that glamour of the violence, but we end up paying bigger prices than everybody else. I'm not trying to make a racial statement, but in reality, I guess that's what it is. What can we do for the youth to not let them get caught up into those sort of things?
You cannot make the mind of another person. At the same time that you teach this individual, you can only teach him the discipline, the respect, and all that goes with this sacred art that he's being blessed with being able to learn. Usually that kind of respect transfers into listening to his elders, not going out and being an advantage taker, because you will teach him, as Arnold will and as I had, that when you strike at someone, when you use anything above 7 pounds of pressure, you're going to break something. If you hit him on his nose bone, you're going to drive it into his brain. When you reach into his eye socket and lock your thumb and pull his eye out, you're never going to have problems with him again. He's going to be somebody that in the community, he realizes his power and his availability to defend himself. He's not going to be one. Every now and then you get a rogue that goes and shows off. But most of the things that you learn as a martial artist, you will learn that when you get within certain parameters of a guy's being, there's no defense for it. Nobody on the planet, when gotten close enough, can stop from bending over when you hit him in his groin. Once he falls over and you reach and stick both fingers in his eye socket, it doesn't matter whether he's a giant or not. He's going to subdue to you. So nobody wants to be that kind of aggressive person. In self-defense, it's a whole nother story.
This is for promotional use only, created by Greg M.R. Legend, L.U.S.R.
Superstars. Just for all my player haters, takers and imitators who never been on the streets, phonies and perpetrators. Acting like you heard, but stop with their cook potatoes. Wake up before you get dumped to the alligators. Traitors, punks, living behind your makeup. Pretty boy gangsters, you thinking you Terminator. Raise up before you get damaged and reach a maker. Straight up, a step and get crushed and annihilators. Last 5 pistols, guaranteed to hit you. Switch you down the middle, sedate you like hospitals. Leave you naked, the broken, this is not a wiggle. The hood ain't no joke, it's cold like icicles. Get busted, such a swine, the fake husbuster. Step in the hood, they'll probably catch up. Acting like you hustler, faking and come clean. You steal, nobody man, you working in the field, that's crazy. Bees wanna be, everybody wanna be. Like a G's, smoking weed, sipping on the Hennessy. And I'm the nigga in the jail, without a fucking bill. Flowers dead, mama high, daddy fucking super fly. Wanna be, everybody wanna be. Like a G's, smoking weed, sipping on the Hennessy. And I'm the nigga in the jail, without a fucking bill. Flowers dead, mama high, daddy fucking super fly. Using internet gangster, sure enough wankster. Suburban ex-prankster, you walk around with banker. It's hour, in the morning when the dawn's a fallen angel. Make some $8 for mine, you niggas don't want to tangle. 365 pounds alive at every angle. So how you gonna beat if you never learned the lingo? On the street portraying the image as if you ain't know. This in New York City, you definitely ain't the hard show. Try me, you never seen with a nigga like me sing. Shotgun wounds, I was on the 17. Walk around the scene with a bird like you mean. Never seen a damn thing, say you out with come clean. You say you real, and you clean the streets. You say you get a lot of girls and carry the heat. You say you ain't been feed the super rocks in that front. Let's sell house, walk the stuff, do big dumbass. Wanna be, everybody wanna be. Like a G's, smoking weed, sipping on the Hennessy. And I'm the nigga in the jail, without a fucking bill. Flowers dead, mama high, daddy fucking super fly. Wanna be, everybody wanna be. Like a G's, smoking weed, sipping on the Hennessy. And I'm the nigga in the jail, without a fucking bill. Flowers dead, mama high, daddy fucking super fly. This for all my player haters in the little.
Sell drugs out Lafayette Project deep. That's one of the bad they sell drugs. And the drugs, I don't know the wrong with it, but I know it's made them selling drugs. The know, paid good. Get paid good. We turn life over to God. That's a shootout. But like I said, shootout. He will shoot you, but one thing I know about man, 1-on-1, 3-on-3, that come free, no hands. That ain't no joke. That's why I know about that martial arts. Again,
MSKUNCFU. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm the nigga in the area. I've been listening to your lies and they never came true. I ain't on YouTube, don't test me to see me. Stop imitating everything you see on TV. Roll more, weed more, hell you preach the scenery. Ain't nothing sweet about my Sainsbury Street. LAFEYETTE. Welfare projects where your kids couldn't sleep. I was one of the kids, slept with a nurse in the bed. Cause the gunshots were playing in my head. Yup, we calisthenics, you know we keeping it fit. Yup, it's me, it's legend, and everything legit. Yup, we hustlers, and we created street combat. Stop imitating everything you heard in the rap, and that's real. Bees wanna be, everybody wanna be like a G, smoking weed, sipping on the Hennessy. And I'm a nigga in the jail, but I don't fucking bail. Papa said, mama high, daddy fucking super fly. Wanna be, everybody wanna be like a G, smoking weed, sipping on the Hennessy. And I'm a nigga in the jail, but I don't fucking bail. Papa said, mama high, daddy fucking super fly.
How does that bring us back to, and if I'm incorrect, to peace, love, and respect? And that's what I think we're striving for, is to try to find harmony amongst our youth, to be able to communicate. And I guess from within, it's about finding that self-respect, that self-love, and that self-worth. And when we have that, we can do remarkable things. What can we do to bring that back, sir?
Continue to teach the young people by one most significant thing. This generation is smarter than we ever were and bigger than we ever were, and they're conscious. They got better eyesight than we ever had. When you give some young person advice, usually you have to have ethos and credibility for him to hear that. Then the most significant thing is you got to be the message that you send. They watch us, and through their actions, they show how and whether they're going to receive it or not. If you continue to allow a child to be in the presence of a roach, he's going to crawl. If you allow him to be in the presence of people that have discipline, he doesn't have a choice. When he stands out, when he tries to defy that, the general mode of people in that area are going to isolate him and make him be a rogue. All we can do is what we're doing now. Promote and continue to do as much as we can of the right thing, and you're going to reach some. You're going to miss some. That's right.
Next person.
If I look through it,
Come on now, go. All right, somebody talk.
me, I learned how to flip on Max. Stop!
Say it again.
I learned how to flip on Max. I learned how to flip on Grace. I'm playing. I learned how to flip on plane. I learned how to flip on plane. Shut up, y'all two.
All right, one question for one person. You. All right, this is the question. What is it like living around here? Is it bad or is it good?
Bad.
Somebody tell me why it's bad.
Because they got drugs.
One person. Say it again.
They got
Drugs and killing. You be hearing shooting all the time?
Sometimes I hear shooting in front of my window.
When I used to live around here, they used to hear shooting?
Yeah. Lots.
Who used to see me do a lot of crazy stuff around here?
I heard that, my friend told me that, the police they lock you up or something, you broke out the handcuffs, something like that. It rained.
It rain, huh? What y'all do for fun? What y'all do to have fun around here? Somebody.
Play football, play baseball, wrestle, boom.
If y'all had one dream, what would y'all like to be? I need 5 people to answer this question. What would you like to be when you grow up?
A football player. A baseball player. A football player. A trash man.
Why you laughing? It's okay to be.
Me. A basketball player.
How many people believe that they really could be that?
That's what my kid does. Dominic got in his spot. There is me.
It's
Play for the leader.
y'all play hide and go seek.
Yeah. Sometimes. Well, I make football over baseball.
How many people? How many of y'all been in a lot of fights since y'all been living around here?
Definitely.
How many fights? Almost fights every day?
Yeah. Fights come to me 5 times a week.
5 times a week?
Coach Bam. I'm being
Yeah.